Hi, students. Today we're going to talk about college and career a little bit and give you some information that hopefully will be helpful. This is most relevant to juniors, but sophomores and freshmen, you'll be thinking about this stuff soon as well. We're going to first talk about affordability because what I see happening often is that students in grades 9, 10, 11 are already deciding that college is not for them because they can't afford it, or sometimes that four-year college is not for them because they can't afford it. And so let's debunk that myth right off the bat. Here are a few ways, I'll list three that you can find affordable colleges. One is to find colleges that offer good financial aid. There's a search tool that I really like right here, and you can search for colleges that meet at least 90% of financial need. That's always the number that I want you looking at, financial need met. So colleges that meet 90 or 100% of your financial need are guaranteeing that if you get in, they're going to make it affordable. And in some cases, it's free. So take a minute, um, put that website into your browser and bookmark it. So you can see at www.collegedata.com/college dash search. And so your teacher can also put it into the chat. I'm just going to show it to you really quick. Okay, so you have all these search options. You don't want to select them all. I am going to go to geographic location. Man, my internet, guys. And search by states. It defaults to city or town. I'm just going to put Massachusetts for now so that we don't have tons of results, but you can put in the states that interest you for college. And I'll get rid of that one. And then I'm going to go to financials, debt, and aid. Certainly, you can also put in a major, etc. But financial needs met. This is the important one, and I want to go to 90 because I just want to see colleges that give really, really good financial aid. So I have 21 results. You can see um, so Amherst College, Babson College, Boston College, etc. And if you click on it, you can go to financials and it will tell you the percent need met. Let's see. Okay, right here it is. Average percent of need met, 100%. I don't look at the cost of the college because a lot of students will spend less money at an expensive private college than they will at a public college. So if you are a really good student, you definitely could get into some of these colleges and go for free or really cheap. Um, Most colleges that meet 100% financial need are really difficult to get into. Something to keep in mind. Keep your grades up. All right. Average percent need met can also be found on College Board, or you can email a college and you can ask them, what's your average percent need met to find out. So if you're used to using College Board, you can do a college search on College Board, or you can just type in the name of a college. So let's say that I heard about Elms and I like Elms, right? And I want to search for Elms College and see how their financial aid is. Put them in, click on the college. Scroll down to paying. First, you'll get a page that lists the sticker price, which I'm going to ignore, and I'm going to go here, financial aid by the numbers. And they meet 76% of need. For me, that's not good. It's not very high. However, Elms is really close, and you can live at home and go back and forth, which saves money. So even though Elms is low, I would not discount it. But if the college was far away, if it was in Boston and they met 76% need, I probably wouldn't consider it unless it was a public college because public colleges are a lot cheaper. Okay. Okay, second way to go to college in an affordable way is to consider applying to Massachusetts public state universities. So take a minute to and go to this website, and I'm going to have you bookmark it. Bookmarking it, if you don't know, is saving it to your favorites so that you always know where that website is. So it's www.mass.edu/system/campusdirectory.asp. Your teacher has a slideshow and can also share it in the chat for those of you who didn't get to it so quickly. You see it up here too. You can copy it. Okay, so if you scroll down, you have the community colleges, which remember are the 2-year colleges. And then we have the state universities and the UMasses, which are also state universities. So these are all state universities right here, which means that their price tag is way lower than the privates. It doesn't mean that you'll always pay less money because colleges give a varying range of financial aid, but a lot of times these are the most affordable options. And then you see the UMasses. I would skip the online and the systems office and the medical school because you can't go to medical school unless you have a bachelor's degree first. So these ones in the middle, Amherst, Boston, Dartmouth, Lowell, are also Mass state universities. So these are all 4-year colleges where you can get an affordable college degree. I like to see all students applying to at least 2 Massachusetts state universities to ensure that you have affordable options. Okay, affordability tip number 3, apply to community college. So in Holyoke, we have HCC, Holyoke Community College, and then right next door in Springfield, we have STCC, known as STIC, Springfield Technical Community College. So these colleges cost about $6,000 per year, which is way less than any 4-year college. And so I don't like students to decide in 10th grade, I'm starting at community college. I like to see them get to 12th grade, 11th grade, and to apply to a range of colleges, 4-year, 2-year, etc. And if none of the 4 years are affordable, definitely start at a 2-year college where it will be affordable. So all of these options are pretty related to grades too. So if you have good grades and a high grade point average, option one's really going to be a good fit for you. Look into colleges that meet 100% financial need. So you guys have all heard of Harvard and Yale, the most popular, but there's lots of colleges like Franklin and Marshall and Holy Cross and Union and Swarthmore that are very difficult to get into, but will pay your way if you get in, or they will meet all of your financial need. Um, if you've got average grades GPA, there still might be some colleges that meet 100% need that you might get into. But the options might be a little bit fewer. So you really might want to look at the Massachusetts state universities. And the state universities also have lots of programs for students whose GPA is even a little bit on the lower side, where they'll give you a little extra support the summer before college or in your first semester to make sure you are successful. Okay, let's say your grades have not been very good. You are just trying to graduate. Maybe college isn't super on your mind, but you decide you want to go. Um, Community college is for anyone with a diploma. Anyone can start there. And you may get great grades in community college, even if high school hasn't been your strongest suit as far as academics go. Um, Now, there are some programs at community college, like nursing, that does not accept everyone with a diploma. Those programs are harder to get into. But for lots of majors, all you need is that diploma. And so even if your grades aren't great, you can still have an affordable option for college. Okay, I hear a lot of students, they get to senior year, they're like, oh, I want to go to 4-year college. I think I'll do HCC. And so I just want to be super clear that community colleges like HCC are 2-year colleges. You get an associate's degree. You can certainly go to work with an associate's degree in many fields. However, in lots of other fields, you will need to continue for 2 more years and get that bachelor's degree. So 4-year colleges and universities like UMass, like Westfield, like Elms, like Holy Cross, like Wheaton, like Boston College, these are 4-year colleges. Students typically spend 4 years, they earn a bachelor's degree. So you can go to community college, you can go to a 4-year college, or you can do both. You can spend 2 years at HCC and then do 2 years at a 4-year college. You just transfer for a total of 4 years and you still get that bachelor's degree. So really, it doesn't matter where you start. All right. So, teachers, after I speak, will pause me here and send you to breakout rooms for 6 minutes, unless you think they need longer. Teachers, that's up to you. And students, you're going to talk. You're going to talk about what thoughts you have about work in college, like what are you thinking about for careers? What questions come up when you guys are talking, like questions that you have about college. And make sure you identify who is going to share with the full group when you come back. So do your 6 minutes breakout rooms and then do your share outs. Okay, hopefully you paused me before because now I'm back. So if you're in the full group, if you have not done this yet, ask your questions that came up in your breakout rooms to the full group because perhaps your teacher or another student in the group has an answer. All right, so we debunked the myth that college can't be affordable for you because if you want to go, if there is a will, there is a way. We're going to debunk one more myth today. And that's about certain programs that are competitive in college. This is something I hear a lot. I want to be a nurse, and students think I'm just going to sign up. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to go to HCC, be a nurse. And so, unless you have very good grades in high school and have taken the right courses, you will need to start with a different major before getting into a nursing major. Nursing is by far the most difficult major to be accepted to at HCC, at STIC, at Westfield, at UMass, at all the colleges. And it's because they only have so many spaces for students to do their clinicals. They can't accept a lot of students because they simply don't have space. So if your grades have been low or mediocre, you might want to consider starting at Holyoke Community College. They have a program called Foundations of Health, where they're going to give you all the prerequisite classes that you need to do before going to nursing school, like college biology, college anatomy and physiology, pre-calculus, etc. And so just if you want to be a nurse, definitely have a plan B. You might not be going directly into nursing school. Do some research, get on those college websites. Okay, how about the students that say, I want to work, but they don't do any planning? Some students who don't want college, they think because they don't want college, they don't have to do any planning. And so the reality is that a job is not going to fall into your lap. It might, but it might not be the job you want forever. And so good places to get job training are HCC and STIC because they offer certificate programs that are usually 1 year or less. And they offer workforce development programs, which are almost always less than a year. Some are as short as, I think, maybe 8 weeks. And they train people for specific jobs. Maybe electric, maybe plumbing, maybe automotive, maybe EMT, maybe CNA. Those are examples of jobs that you might do a certificate or a workforce development program. So get on those websites and check them out. All right. And so if you have extra time during this class, and if not, in your free time, here is what I want all students to do. Start searching for colleges or for career training programs. And so you can do a college search at collegeboard.org, or you can use the one that I had you bookmarked before. You can search for colleges in the geographic locations that you want, with the majors that you want, with the financial aid that you want. If you're interested in careers, check out the certificate and workforce development programs on the HCC and STIC websites. And take some notes for yourself. And no matter what grade you're in, start that planning. Thanks for listening.